What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to take some fresh corn on the cob and we're going to make ourselves some smoked barbecue corn ribs on the Oklahoma Joe Pro. Let's get started. All right, first thing we need to do is we need to shuck all this corn and get it peeled back and get it cleaned up. All right, the next thing we do is we want to kind of cut these nice and flat on the bottoms and a little bit off the top as well. It's just going to be easier when we cut them into quarters, so we get that nice flat bottom, a little easier for our knife to go through and for we don't cut ourselves along the way. At least that's the goal today. All right. All right, next, so we're going to take our knife, looking to kind of slowly work our way down through this corn so we get it in half. All right, so once we split them in half, then we're looking to quarter them for those ribs. So you can take it from the top again, depending how you feel with that knife, or you may want to cut it in this direction as well. Either way, looking to get those corn ribs maybe a little cleaner looking. I'm going to finish getting these cut up, and then we'll show how we're going to top them off and get them on the smoker. All right, friends, got those corn ribs all cut up. So I took myself a little rack here and I covered in aluminum foil. We're going to use this on top of that smoker today as well. So first thing, we'll just go and lay those corn ribs on. All right. And once we get them on here, you notice I got a little bit of melted butter here off to the side. All right, some of these are bigger than others. I was trying my best to be consistent with my cutting here, and it did not go as well as I planned, but you know what? It's all going to taste the same in the end. So I'm going to take some of that melted butter, and I'm lightly just going to brush each of those corn ribs. Now, I'm going to warn you, as you can probably see going around me right now, when you're a nice warm day outside by that barbecue pit, as soon as you start cutting that corn, the sweetness will attract some flies. So be ready to swat them away, all right? All right, so now I'm almost done getting these brushed off here. You'll notice off to my side, I've got myself a little bit of Elote rub that I bought at Costco. Now you can make your own with like a chipotle and some other seasonings as well. But I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna give this a try today. Simple, easy, less work for me in the end. So we'll go ahead and hit those ribs, those corn pieces, all the way through each one of them. And while I'm doing this, so let's see, you know, I got that smoker going over there at about 250 degrees. The goal today will be to see if these take about an hour. Ultimately, they'll start to curl up a little bit more. You'll know when they're ready at that point. All right, so I'm gonna finish getting these seasoned, and then we're gonna get them on the smoker. All right, friends, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's head on and get them on that smoker. Once again, take us about an hour. That's the goal today. They'll start to curl up when they're done. Then once we pull them off, we're gonna top them off with a few more special ingredients, okay? Well, friends, a little bit over an hour later, and the smoked barbecue corn ribs are now off. I can smell the spices from that Elote seasoning that I told you guys I picked up at Costco. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna get them plated, and then once we get them plated, we are going to go ahead and kind of top them off with some other ingredients as well. So you can see the smaller cuts curled up more than some of the thicker cuts. Just depending on the size of corn I was using as well. There we go. They keep wanting to flip over on me here. All right, friends, so once we get them plated, I'm going to be topping them off with a couple ingredients. We're gonna use some chopped cilantro. Get this out of the way. Ooh, a little warm. We'll get this out of the way, and then we're going to top them off with a little bit of chopped cilantro, some cotija cheese, and a little bit of fresh lime. So turn that around. Kind of want to get them so we can enjoy them and see them as well on the plates here today. Man, that seasoning is strong. Woo, my friends, I can definitely smell it. I think what we'll do is kind of get these turned around, and then we'll be ready to get other ingredients on. All right, friends, after some adjusting, I got them on the plate the way I want them to look here. So we're gonna take first a little bit of lime. We'll squeeze that fresh lime across those. That's gonna help kind of cut some of that seasoning, because that seasoning is definitely spicy today. And then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of fresh cilantro as well. Ooh, these flies are liking this corn today. All right. Got that cilantro on there, got a little bit of that fresh squeezed lime. And then I'm gonna grab some of that cotija cheese here. Cut myself off a small piece. And then we're gonna crumble that across the top as well. All right, grabbing that cotija cheese. That cotija cheese just really crumbles nicely right in your hands. Whew. Oh yeah, this is gonna be absolutely delicious, my friends. Oh yeah. Get a little more of that cheese when you can't never have enough. Stuff is so good. So good. All right, so when you're making this recipe at home, you could do other seasonings as well. Maybe you don't want something spicy. Maybe you want maybe more like a garlic and herb type feeling, taste to the top of it. Play around with the seasons when you make this at home. But there we go, my friends. Those barbecue smoked corn ribs. I'm gonna take a moment here, take a good little picture for the cover shot, and then we'll give them a taste test. All right, friends, once again, it's time to give these barbecue smoked corn ribs a taste test here. Got a feeling it's gonna be a little bit spicy because I put a lot of that elote seasoning on it, but you know, here we go. Oh yeah. So good. Oh my gosh. That just that little bit of butter we put on it earlier, that seasoning. This is absolutely delicious. Comes right off. Cooked perfectly, my friends. You guys are gonna love this recipe. Have some fun with the seasonings, make your own seasoning. Maybe get some of the store-bought, or maybe it's just a barbecue seasoning, maybe more like a garlic and herbs, some more fresher, whatever you wanna do. You guys, easy, especially for like some friends over, they don't want the meat, or you want a good side dish, whatever it might be. This is absolutely delicious. Check us out, our other recipes here on Bones and Brews. Hit that subscribe button. We'll put some more info about this recipe in the description for you guys as well. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.